Time for the morning rush. We start with the man accused of raping a fellow hospital patient. He remains in jail this morning and is now facing charges. According to the criminal complaint, on Monday, a woman told staff at Loveless Westside Hospital to call police, saying she was woken up by a man who had sexually assaulted her. Police say that man was 22-year-old Anthony Caciquito, another patient at the hospital. Caciquito claims he has no memory of the alleged incident. Police say surveillance video shows him enter and exit her room. Kristen.
Mostly sunny skies across western and central New Mexico. The exception will be some flurries over the far north and northeast. Not likely to see any major accumulation with this snow. It's just a cold front moving in that's going to give us the chance for those flurries and colder temperatures across the eastern side of the state. Crystal?
New details now. An inmate to escape from a New Mexico hospital is back behind bars this morning. The Rio Arriba County Sheriff says Ricky Martinez was arrested after a 2-hour SWAT standoff with federal agents in Chimayo. Agents found him there yesterday. The sheriff says Martinez escaped from an Espanol hospital on Christmas.
And happening today, the House and Senate are scheduled to hold hearings on legislation that would require background checks on all gun sales. Federal law requires licensed gun dealers to do criminal background checks on gun sales, but there is a loophole that allows for unlicensed sales without background checks. The sales include guns sold online or at gun shows.
New details for you. President Trump is agreeing to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's request to postpone the State of the Union address until after the shutdown has come to an end. Late last night, the president told Pelosi he would reschedule after she told him she would not allow him to give the address to a joint session of Congress in the House chamber. In response, Pelosi says she hopes his decision means he will be committed to ending the shutdown. No word on when the address will actually happen.
The Lujan Grisham administration says they are looking at a different approach when it comes to dealing with struggling schools. Last year, under the Martinez administration, the Public Education Department went after 4 chronically failing schools, including 3 APS elementary schools. Now, they are currently facing closure if their grades do not improve. Lieutenant Governor Howie Morales says the PED is looking at other options and will come up with plans to improve these schools.
On to news happening today. Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham is expected to hold the news conference announcing appointments to the Public Education Department. This comes as she continues making changes to the department, including doing away with park testing and prioritizing more funding for education this legislative session. Right now, Lieutenant Governor Howie Morales is heading up the department. We'll let you know what she decides later on. Kristen.
Today's Metro Threat Index that is added to some cold temperatures out there this morning in the 20s. Also, those breezy conditions at times. Winds pretty breezy out there now. They'll be between 10 to 20 miles per hour through the afternoon. David?
Happening tonight, Rio Rancho Public Schools will be holding the second of their safety training classes. Teen driving and law enforcement encounters will be presented by the Rio Rancho Police. Now, the session will teach parents the common issues and concerns of teen driving that they need to be aware of. It also includes the procedures police officers use in different encounters, as well as what parents and teens can expect. The training will take place at the Rio Rancho Public Safety Training Center. That's at 6:30 p.m. tonight.
A local woman needs your help this morning. This after her service dog went missing about a week ago. Kat Harlow says she let her 10-year-old Japanese Chin Hercules out in the yard. He never came back, though. Harlow is afflicted with PTSD, arthritis, and diabetes. She's now without a service companion who helps her get through life every day. For more information and for more pictures on Hercules, go to our website, alwaysonkRQE.com.
This morning, an Albuquerque historian is continuing to learn more about a German soldier and the POW camp that he crawled out of right here in New Mexico. During World War II, German soldier George Gartner was captured in Africa and brought to Camp Deming. Now, before the war ended, he got past the fence at the camp and then hopped on a train. Gartner at some point changed his name to Dennis Wiles. Now, he eventually came clean to the FBI in the 1980s. He was never charged with any crime, rather. Now, his story is being told through a podcast called Hitler's Last Soldier. Kristen.
Time for a check on traffic. Right now, no major crashes or slowdowns to report. Clean and green on the map this morning. We also have eyes on the Big I, and everything looks to be moving smoothly there.
As you head out this morning for your morning commute, you may be surprised to learn that New Mexico ranks as one of the best places to drive when it comes to rush hour. According to Wallet Hub, New Mexico came in second for the lowest traffic congestion during commute hours. The only state ranked above us is Mississippi. Now, as for the best places to drive overall, New Mexico ranks 28 and Oregon is number 1.
Interesting.
We're taking you back 20 years ago on this day, January 24th, 1999. Roswell Airport reached a high of 80 degrees, one of the warmest temperatures they've had on January record since they've been taking notes there. So that was on this day 20 years ago. Time now for a look at the 5 facts.
We start with number 5 here. The Isotopes hosting a job fair this weekend on Saturday. To qualify, workers must be able to work both Isotopes games and the New Mexico United soccer games, as well as other non-sporting events. The Topes kick off an exhibition game on March 25th. New Mexico United begins playing on March 9th. For a list of openings, head to our website. That's always on KRQE.com.
At number 4, Bernalillo County Commissioners approved $500,000 in funding for an affordable housing project. The nonprofit Bernalillo Affordable Housing will work with a local developer to build the Valle del Rio Senior Apartments. This is on Bridge Boulevard, just west of the river. Now, the project's construction could generate $15 million and add more than 100 new jobs.
At number 3, cold front moves in today, dropping temperatures out across eastern New Mexico, central and western New Mexico, including Albuquerque. A little warmer today, and we're going to continue the warming trend through Sunday. Some flurries possible in the northeast and northern mountains this afternoon as well as Saturday.
Number 2 now, an APS substitute teacher is no longer allowed at a Trisco Elementary School after being accused of shoving a student. BCSO is now investigating this. They will continue working on the case today. Donette Miera's son is in 5th grade special education classes at a Trisco Elementary. She was in class during the alleged assault. This morning, some people are defending the teacher, saying the student should have had more respect for the teacher. If you want to see the full story, go to our website. That's always on KRQE.com.
And at number 1, the man accused of raping a fellow hospital patient remains behind bars this morning and facing numerous charges. According to a criminal complaint, 22-year-old Anthony Casiquito was a patient at Lovelace's Westside Hospital. On Monday, a female patient says she was woken up by a man assaulting her and told staff that she was able to fight him off. Now, police say surveillance video shows Casiquito enter and exit the victim's room. Police say Casiquito told them he did not remember getting to the hospital or anything that he's accused of.